we're going to do a reading Poppa, written by Rosalind Moller, illustrated by Astrid
Savage. Poppa.
Poppa, written by
Rosalind
Malum, illustrated by actress
Astrid
illustrated by Astrid
Savage. Okay, is your mama to read?
Yeah.
Sally's holidays had started badly. She'd let Henry, her budgie, out of his cage. Is it budgie? Yes. That would be okay if the windows were shut and the cat wasn't around. But the time she had left a window open, Henry had
Escape.
Sally searched everywhere, but she never found Henry. She had a sinking feeling whenever she thought about him. Henry had gone, and it was her fault. Henry, where are you? Mom asked if Sally would like to stay with Poppa for a bit. That helped to cheer her up. Poppa lived close to the sea. It was wonderful staying with Poppa. They hunted for crabs in the rock pools. Poppa helped Sally make a kite. It soared like the seabirds, dipping and diving in the wind. They watched people fishing from the rocks. Sometimes they went fishing too. Every evening, Sally took Papa's dog, Chip, for a walk. They always followed the walkway that looked down on the sea. Lovely, no? Before Sally knew it, it was the last day of her holiday. She took Chip out for their last walk. The tide was still coming in. Sally watched the waves creep into the shore. She listened to the mud crabs. They made a cool noise like popcorn in a pan. Now it's your turn then. Go on, your turn.
Which part?
Still not paying attention.
The sun was blue and the sky. And the sky. Tide made a shimmering path.
Shimmering. No, shimmering.
Shimmering path.
Across the water.
Across the water.
Go on.
Sally called for Chip. It was time for them to go back to the seabirds.
No, to go back. The seabirds were coming into land. Suddenly, Sally saw birds on the walkway. They were oyster catchers. Oyster catchers are shy and stay away from people. Something was wrong. She soon saw what it was. 2 oyster catchers were tangled in a long fishing line. So these are oyster catchers. They were trying to get free. The oyster catchers wanted to help them. Beep, 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 they called to their friends. But the more the birds struggled, the more tangled they became. Your turn.
Sally needed help to free the oyster catchers.
No, say it nicely. Oyster catchers.
The oyster catchers was getting dark.
No.
It was getting dark. She didn't want to leave them. Help, she yelled. Over and over, but nobody was around.
At last, Poppa came to look for Sally. They got to work at once to free the birds. Chip sat and watched. Sally held the first oyster catcher while Poppa entangled the line. The bird was big. It was black and white feathers and red beak. The beak was long and pointed. It looked very sharp. Your turn.
I hope the bird doesn't bite me.
No, read nicely.
I hope the bird doesn't bite me, Sally said. Don't worry, those you want to help, Poppa said. The oyster catcher was looking at Sally. She knew it was very frightened, but it was...
No, frightened.
Frightened, but it...
No, frightened.
Frightened but it wasn't trying to get away.
Sally looks tricky, sneaky. Someone was very careless to leave the fishing line, said Poppa. Sally was quiet for a bit. She was thinking about how Henry had escaped. Nobody wanted to hurt the birds, she said. They just didn't think. They'd feel very bad if they knew what happened. Now your turn.
Poppa saw that.
Slowly.
He untangled the last bite of...
No.
The last bite of...
No.
Oh,
Bit.
it's a bit of line. From the bird's wing, Sally held the...
Come on.
Bird up high, bird, away you go. Little bird, she whispered, you're free. The bird's wings were flapping like flags in the wind.
No.
Wind then whoosh. Suddenly, it was flying towards its friends.
Fly, little bird. Sally and Poppa worked hard to get the next oyster catcher free. Then Sally picked up the fishing line. She didn't want more birds getting hurt. Suddenly, the line began to move. Papa, she gasped. There's something at the end of this line. I think it's a fish. But it wasn't a fish at all. It was another oyster catcher. This one was as tangled as the other. Oh no. It was dark as they set the last bird free. Sally was glad it was safe. Maybe Henry's safe too, she said. Maybe he is, said Papa. Sometimes we all do things without thinking. Henry escaped, but tonight you saved 3 birds. You must be very proud of that. Sally was very proud, and the sinking feeling had gone for good. The end.